Did you know that Boise originates from the French words Le Bois, which we loosely interpret to mean city of trees? So, if you haven't heard, fall in Boise is amazing. One of the best things that I love about fall is driving down the streets, seeing all the different colors, especially here in Eagle. There's a ton, or down by the Boise River in Garden City, Boise, Southeast Boise. Tons and tons of trees all over the valley. You're gonna love it. But let's take a look at the top 5 things to do in Boise in the fall, coming at you right now. It's good to see you. If we haven't met before, my name is Brian Hymas. I am at Brian Hymas Real Estate with Boise Premier. I make videos all about Boise so that you can enjoy all there is to know about Boise from your computer from probably another state. I've been a realtor for the last 4 or 5 years. Before that, I was an appraiser for a couple years, and I love to brag on my city. It helps you, and in turn, helps me. In fact, there's no better compliment that I can receive than from you if you're planning on moving to the area than to get a phone call, text, or email at the info on your screen letting me know that you need my help moving here. Any area in Boise is awesome. I hope you enjoy this video about the fall because it's going to take you through everything that I love to do in the fall. And more than anything, I just love putting on a hoodie for the first time. That is one of the best feelings, and it is a great time of year, and when the falls start changing, it's stunningly beautiful. You're gonna love it here. Now, before we get started, you wanna tap subscribe and tap that bell. And what's that gonna do for you? It's gonna make it so that every time there's a new video released on Boise or real estate or on this channel about Boise real estate, you are going to be notified so that you are up to date with all the freshest videos there is about Boise. Top 5 things coming at you on Boise's top 5 things to do with the fall right now. Number 1 is Boise State football. It's not only number 1, it's a crazy thing here. People on game days, in fact, game weeks, they'll start flying their Boise State flags. We love our blue turf. We've been in the top 25 multiple seasons. I don't know if it's been in a row. I think it's been in a row. I remember going in high school in the early 2000s. Boise State cracked the top 25 poll at the end of the season, and it was like something like, oh my goodness, can you believe it? We're getting national recognition. And then 5 years later, 2006, 2007, we start getting national recognition as they won at the Fiesta Bowl. They beat Oklahoma, who can forget, 42-41. It felt like that game replayed on Walmart TV screens for literally 7, 8, 9 years. It was crazy. We were stuck in that past a little too long. But we love Boise State football. The games, come November, December can get a little chilly. If you pack a couple blankets, you can sit on a blanket and insulate yourself. There's chairs, there's hot cocoa, there's food. It's a good time. If you've never been to the Blue, get out there. You deserve to enjoy Boise State football at its finest. Number 2, changing gears just a bit. There is a scarecrow stroll at the Botanical Gardens downtown. So what that is they actually get volunteers from around the valley to make scarecrows, and then you can just roll around. Their gardens are so beautiful. And so you actually just walk around their gardens and there's scarecrows, and then they have prizes and you vote on the winners. Last year there was about 7,500 people who walked through, and last year there were 13 scarecrows submitted. So that was in a down year, so we're expecting more this year. And obviously with the viewers like you, we'll go make a few more visitors happen at this year for the Scarecrow Festival. And another thing I'm not as familiar with that happens there is the Harvest Festival. So there usually is a Harvest Festival and a lot of these things. A Harvest Festival also happens at Botanical Gardens. Number 3 is outdoor sporting activities. That goes for hiking, it goes for the Greenbelt, it goes for baseball, tennis, pickleball, it goes for bocce ball, it goes for volleyball. You can even play sand volleyball until it's too cold. You can still get some of that. Some of my favorite hikes around Holes Gulch, Camel's Back. There's people who do some trail running just on BLM land, in the foothills. It comes to riding the Greenbelt. You can take your scooter, your rollerblades, your bike, you can walk. It is so beautiful. I just had clients in town from California whose intent was to take advantage of the Boise River, but instead of doing that, they decided to home shop all weekend, which was smart for them. In fact, it was super smart for them because instead of doing that, they actually found the home they wanted. So that was great. But if you don't have time to actually go down the Boise River itself, then I recommend at least doing just a quarter mile at the very least of just walking the Greenbelt. It's just everyone waves to each other. It's friendly. You've got people on their lunch break. if you're there at that time who are just doing a quick run just to get some exercise. If it's a weekend, you've got families going, you've got singles going, you've got anyone going up and down on their bikes and their little scooters, on their rollerblades, walking, jogging. It is honestly so beautiful. I hope you can tell how beautiful it is. It is something we do on the regular. If you haven't been to the Greenbelt, that's one of the things I think you should do. As for hikes are so fun. And if you can take a 5-minute walk up on top of Camel's Back and take a panoramic view of downtown, for one of the more rewarding 5-minute hikes around. And it's definitely not a easy hike. It's not, but it's 5 minutes. And so you have, a couple hundred hard steps and you're done. When I say hard, it's just that if you're looking for a flat hike, it's not flat. And before we go on too much further, hit that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Now, after you hit subscribe, it's going to give you a chance to hit the bell. Hit the bell as well. What's that doing for you? That lets you know when new videos are released, so that within the first 24 hours it's released, you'll get an email or a notification on your desktop saying there's a new video, and you can go watch it. You'll want to do that because this is all things Boise, all things real estate, all things you're interested in. So go hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell. Number 4 is activities at the Village. If you don't know the Village, let's back up just a second. The Village is a shopping center with tons of shopping. It's walkable, a ton of restaurants, fountains, and you can go there any time of year. But in October, it's Witches Night Out for one of the nights. So for the Witches Night Out, what it is it's live music, it's games, and it's just, a bunch of people dressed up in their costumes walking around enjoying a good time. Oftentimes you'll see, a deal or something here and there with different stores that surround the Village, but everyone can walk around, have a good time, and enjoy Witches Night Out, which goes to help the Women's and Children Alliance. So this is a definite good cause. That's domestic abuse. So we definitely support that. And there's also Villains at the Village, which is a great opportunity for the family and kids to get out. There's face painting, there's games, there's reptile exhibit. I'm trying to remember everything else. There's not trick-or-treating as you would normally see, or businesses handing out candy. It's not for that. It's more for just kind of a good fall little activity for the family and the kids to go run around. Number 5, you cannot talk about Boise's fall without touching on our corn mazes and pumpkin patches. The 3 most popular are probably Linder Farms, Farmstead, and Twin Oaks. Now, I've been to all 3. All 3 are great. There is a definite difference between Twin Oaks and the other 2. Twin Oaks is kind of more rustic. It's more on a farm kind of feel. The other ones are a little bit more commercialized, while at the same time, it's still a corn maze and pumpkin patch where you can be laying in corn and getting a little dirty. And so all of them are pretty fun. You've got those rides for kids.
Say hi. Wave, Josh. Mom, in the last one, wave.
You've got some cannons that can launch pumpkins.
Nice.
You've got the corn maze. You've got slides. Some have little creepy haunted houses. It's super fun. My favorite and most go-to might be, which one is it? I don't know. I left you hanging there a little bit, but they're all good in their own right. And for the bonuses coming at you, we have fall festivals, we have Oktoberfest, we have a fun run for YMCA, trunk-or-treating, trick-or-treating, and probably male's most favorite sought-after activity of the year in Idaho. Well, as a group, I actually haven't been hunting for like 15 years. Is, you guessed it because I just said it, hunting. People love to hunt. It's already started. And so we are looking at hunting. People do it with archery, they do it with their long rifles, they do it with black powder, and you can draw. As long as you're a resident in Idaho, you can put in for a draw in any area in Idaho. And if you're looking for experienced hunters, you just get to be buddies with the right people, watch enough YouTube videos. Corey Jacobson, who is a huge YouTuber on hunting, is local. He's actually friends with my friend. I'm not friends with him, I've never met him. There are plenty of people around that can show you the ropes. And if you are looking for a good time in the fall, going up there and camping, if nothing else, is another little bonus for you. You can go up there and camp and just kind of stay at camp while people wake up at 3 a.m., freeze their heinies off, go hike a mountain, shoot an animal, bring it home, eat the meat. But this is all exciting for those people who love hunting. They love to do that. So they bring home their own meat as opposed to, buy at the store for someone who did the same things. Can you guess what my favorite thing to do is in Boise in the fall? If you guessed just strolling on the greenbelt, then you're right. I just love it. I absolutely love it. I love my sports. I love Boise State football, but there nothing beats the beauty. I love it. I just love watching, walking around and watching all the beauty, watching birds, watch crazy people go down the cold river, which happens rarely, but it does happen. People jumping off the bridges, which happens rarely in that fall, but I do absolutely love just cruising on just down the greenbelt and seeing people do their thing. So I want to know, what would your favorite be? What are you most looking forward to do? Put it in the comments, and I look forward to reading those, and I respond personally to everyone, so please make a comment. And if there is something I missed, obviously I want to hear that too. And again, there is no better compliment I receive than getting phone calls and texts and emails, just like dozens of people, just like you, of hearing that they're moving to Boise and they would love my help. If that is you, please reach me at the contact information on your screen. Text, call, email, and we will get you set up on how to move to Boise. And whether that's beginning stages, late stages, whatever it is, we will help you out. Fall is probably the most, okay. Okay. Hi, Brian Hymas, realtor at Boise Premier. Blew it. Hi, Brian Hymas, realtor at Brian Hymas Realty. That's real estate. Number 3 is all things outdoor activities when it comes all things outdoor activities. All outdoor sportish activities. Sporting outdoor activities. And before we go on too much further,